I was a slave to ballet in my time. I was as an aspiring ballerina. I was definitely a slave to my art. And I experienced, a real letdown that it didn't turn out the way I think it should, according to payout, how much you put into it and what you're willing. I would have given anything. And then it wasn't it wasn't in the plan, wasn't in my future for many, many realistic reasons and good reasons. And thank God it wasn't. But at the time, I was a slave to that. I would have done anything and would never ask why. Just do. What's next? What's the next thing I need to do? Oh, more? Okay, I need to go there, do that, take that abuse, live with that, don't ask questions. Turned out not to be for me. I need other things. I need a little more well-roundedness. People. Other experiences besides the one. But that's why I'm not in any books, That's why my name's not in any books. And there aren't pictures of me, in the dance archives. But that's okay. You know what I mean? I think I've accepted that. I think. Mostly. There's times when you're on a roll as an artist and you let things slide. And then you come back and you look and you say, how did I do that? How did I let that happen? How did I let my kid go without whatnot, or that attention they needed, or I missed that whole part of their unit in school. Or I missed, but that's who I am, and they're with me. They came from me, and they're going to deal with that however that's for them to figure out, I can't be something I'm not for them. I keep in mind the balance thing all the time, though. I try. I worry about the future, like what kind of mommy dearest books they're going to write. No, not that serious, seriously, but are they going to think back to specific times? Are they going to be able to do that, or is there going to be some sort of hole in, the blanket of my love for them or something god awful like that, and then I say, no, you're crazy, because there isn't anything that I wouldn't stop, drop, and forget forever for them, so I think as long as I keep that in mind. But there's been travel involved, and I've had to leave at certain occasions, and I had to be gone when my daughter was really sick one time, and that was hard. And that's something that I have recently decided I would not do again. But while it was happening, the decision was made, and you have to live with these things. Every once in a while, a real generous, mood will take over, and I'll be the kind of girlfriend I was, when I was asking him to marry me. And yet, I think this has just been my time, and things will change, and they'll cycle around. But we're in it for the long term. We don't have any ideas of, up to this date, it's been this, and that's it, and now we have to, cut our losses and do the books, and so I'm sure that I'll be in payback mode for quite some time. So it's working for me. Now, if somebody were to ask him, I don't know what he'd say if I wasn't in the room. So we'll find out. We'll come back to this about a couple years from now, and we'll see. We have separate residences or not. Oh gosh.